Alright, so now that I've rigged up this camera, let's start drawing some pancakes here. Make sure we have a nice clean griddle. Start with your black to outline, and I'm going to start with Hulk because I've got that one pretty well memorized. I'm just going to use a nice even pressure here. I'm resting my right elbow on my left forearm to kind of give myself a little bit of stability. And you're just using a nice even pressure as you go through and make your outlines. My man, his angry eyes here. A little bit harder because I usually have my head right over this. I'll try not to block the camera. There's his neck. Chest muscles. Those abs I always promised myself I was going to get. Waistband for his shorts. Those are torn at the bottom. And we're going to straight down the middle. Put those feet in there. And we're going to add on those huge Hulk arms. And the most important thing here, I think, is really just that even, constant pressure. And if you do mess up here, you know, keep in mind Bob Ross, happy little mistakes. And then, too, if you need to, you can cut and scrape stuff away, too, before you get too far in here. I'm going to add this blue outline because I find that this sky blue color kind of makes everything pop and really gives you the color that you need to make them kind of exciting. And once you try this out, I'd really be interested to see what y'all are drawing. I've got my superheroes down because that's what Jake likes. We're going to try some Christmas stuff here in just a moment. Maybe a Santa Claus, an elf, some presents. It should be pretty easy presents. So now I've got that outline in there. And we're going to fill in with some colors. Of course, the purple shorts. And I like to go around the outsides and then fill in. And then once we've got our colors, we're going to come back with just the plain old regular yellow batter to put on top to kind of thicken them up and make them into actual food, right? All right, let's get that green going. Now, if your batter's a little bit thinner, it will fill in easier, but also will run on you a little bit when you're drawing. So you'll find your happy medium between thickness of batter for drawing and thinness of batter for filling it in.
Why did he break, Daddy?
He broke because I flipped him too soon, buddy. You hear Jake in the background. He's already got a Hulk, but I did try to flip him too soon, which resulted in him breaking in half. So I did a little bit of pancake surgery and kind of used some additional batter to glue it together. So now you see we've got the colors here, and so that gets rid of the glare. Yeah. Now I'm just going to go around the edges where this black part is here and give myself the ridge line. And then once I come down with that, I'll go back in and kind of zigzag across them to give them a little bit of thickness, a little bit of heft to, one, make them easier to flip, and two, make there something to actually eat with them. Alright, and then just the zigzags to kind of fill them in here. Now, if your batter's a little bit thinner, you want to be careful here because that's where he's going to spread over. It's going to be more important that you have those ridges in there, which the blue outline kind of helps too to kind of catch that overspill line. Alright, now we'll let that go. Let's see here, what's next? How about we want to see, what, a Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
You want a Spider-Man, Jakey?
Yeah.
Okay, so Spider-Man, what I like to do is start with his eyes, those little Nike swooshes, and kind of go everywhere off of that. Alright, so now we got the eyes in there. What I'm going to start with is just a line down the middle to give my head the proportions that we want. And then come in and draw the head around it. A little bit long there, but that's okay. And now we're going to draw in spider webs. Now here I've got my temperature set to a little over 200 degrees. And there's a sweet spot for the temperature, and I normally play it by ear, so making this video ought to help me figure out what temperatures those are. Because too high, and you're going to burn your guy, obviously. Too low, and when you flip him, he's not going to be completely cooked on one side. He's going to be a little bit flaky. You don't want your pancakes to look like they got psoriasis or something. Alright, so we got our webs in there. Now we fill in with yellow. I'm sorry, strike that. Red. I'm just making sure that as I go in there, it's filling in all the little crevices. And then again, we're going to go around it with the blue to kind of make them pop. Now we got that outline, and then again, we're just going to zigzag on the top, fill in the low areas. You'll see what I mean when you actually do this about the low areas. How much pancake do you have in your mouth right now, Jakey? That much? That's a lot. He probably has a whole Spider-Man head in front of his mouth right now. Jacob, are those pancakes any good?
Yep.
Super good? Well, you heard it right there, folks. They are super good. Alright, and we'll do a Captain America shield. With that, I'm just going to do the lines of the star. Kind of focusing on the inside. It's kind of hard to make the pointy tips, so kind of draw your outline and then go from there. Alright, so white star in the middle, surrounded by a Circle. And then a red line around that. And then a white line around that. And then one final red line around that. So again, I use biscuit batter. I increased the recipe by 50%. It's going to tell you 2 eggs, 1 cup of milk. I put 3 eggs, a cup and a half of milk, 3 cups of the batter powder itself. And I add in about 3 tablespoons of sugar and strike that 3 teaspoons of sugar and 3 teaspoons of vanilla. That makes them sweet enough to where you don't really need the syrup. And now we're just waiting. You can start to see some little bubbles here. I moved the camera closer, except for I had to tape it to a stick on a chair. Ooh. You can kind of see the bubbles coming up there. I'm going to do a little time lapse. Well, never done a video before. You can just skip through. I'll come back in the comments and write a time mark or something for you. But you don't want to flip it too early. So right now I'm going to increase my temperature up just maybe about 20-30 degrees so we don't get that flaky appearance, so we get a nice smooth appearance to the pancakes. Oh. Specifically, I think it was Jen Thies that asked for a video, so Merry Christmas, Jen. Here's your pancake making video. You can see here the different bottles that we use. This is a regular old condiment bottle, almost like you'd see in a bad burger restaurant or something like that. And these were tinier bottles, size comparison here. So I use the bigger ones for the fill-in and the littler ones for the detail kind of stuff. To fill up one of these when you're making your batter, it's about a 1/4 cup of batter in there. What I'll do is put that in a measuring cup, mix it in with my dye. Got a couple different kind of dyes that we use. Found that guy on Amazon, Diecraft. It's okay. These guys were really good. This is by, it's a Gourmet Food Coloring. But I ran out of some of the bigger colors like the red and the green, so I gotta get some different ones.
I have a gun. I have a gun. Pew, 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 pew.
You made Hulk into a gun. Pew, pew, pew. Cool, man. All right, so now we're starting to get a little bit of bubbles, so we're getting closer. Oh, you got me. The blast at the camera. You want to run over here and say hi? Yeah? Come on. Let's see. Stand right here. Stand right here, and then look up at the camera.
Hi.
Say hi. Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Say, do you like these pancakes?
Yeah.
Are they delicious?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're watching yourself on the screen, huh? What kind of pajamas are you wearing? Christmas pajamas, right? Should I make some Christmas pancakes next?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start it.
Make a Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Okay, I haven't made a Santa Claus before, but we're going to see what's going on with the Santa Claus. As soon as, oh, you want to get back to the camera? We're still just waiting for these to to get done cooking. Hi, everybody. Are you a ham? Do you like being on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's about time for Daddy to flip these pancakes, and then I'm going to make a Santa Claus, okay? What kind of pancakes do I got going here? Can you tell by looking at the screen?
Cat and Melva by the man Hope.
Okay. Well, here, let me flip them so that I can put them back and you can play, okay? All right, hop down. All right. All right, so this has got nice bubbles already coming through. You can see all the way kind of through to the bottom of the spot or two. He's a little bit thinner, so that's going to flip faster.
Mommy!
Now, this is a spatula that I use. It's a nice thin metal spatula. It allows you to put some downward pressure to get underneath, which is helpful. This is clean. That's just a little bit of batter from a first round of pancakes. With the hulks, because they're so big in comparison there, you're going to want to make sure you get right on through. So start by making sure that the width is going to be able to go right through. All right, so here we go. Nice fluid movement. Now it didn't go all the way through. Oh, so there we go. So there's one. So again, you just want to go all the way through. Don't stop. You saw me hesitate a little bit right there, and the spatula probably stopped right about here. So if I would have tried to flip it, its head probably would have broken off. So that's why I use my finger to kind of assist there. These littler guys, much easier. There's our Spider-Man. And then, of course, here is our Captain America. I'm really pressing down as I go underneath there to make sure it goes all the way through. So these look okay. A little bit of the flakiness that I was talking about there, but not too bad. The flakiness is really going to appear when you're really working at it. The cleaner you can go through, the better. But with a nice clean flip, you're not going to get that dust residue there. So you're just going to play with your temperatures. Make sure that you use a nice thin spatula.
Hey, come on. Get them on my plate.
Well, the other side's got to cook, buddy, but then they'll come on your plate. So again, we're just going to wipe off our griddle here. Make sure that we got a good starting position. And we're going to try Santa Claus. So Santa Claus, what does Santa Claus have? Just working off of my head here. He's got a hat, right? Nice poofy hat. So we're going to make kind of cloud looking guys here. Happy little cloud. There's the brim of the hat. Of course, it's pointed. Usually kind of flipped over there. Got a nice poof ball on the end, which of course Santa Claus is famous for. And let's see here. Nice big nose. And eyes. Probably could have just made those blue, but oh well. I'm just winging it here. Give him some ears. Some hair. We'll come in and color in, I guess. And then that big poofy beard. Santa's always happy, so a nice big smile there. Finishing that beard. Alright. So that's my first attempt at a Santa Claus. So, let's do our outline with the blue. lot better at doing this stuff when I've got a picture to work off of. Something I can kind of follow along with. I don't think this guy's going to turn out too bad. That's kind of the fun of this, right? Is you get to draw as you go. Let's fill in his eyes with blue and a little bit of color there. Doing it over, I probably would have put a blue dot filled in with white there. Can't really do a lot of shading with this guy. So definitely give him a red hat. We can't do shading at all, really, with pancakes. At least I can't. It's all just colors. Alright. Regular old pancake batter colors for the fur on his hat and on his beard. I'm going to make this Santa orange. So if I'm Santa, I feel like I'm spending most of my time on the beach. I'm probably going to get a little orange, a little sunburnt. Or maybe he's, spend some time in the tanning bed, get a nice base for his vacation after Christmas, right? Alright, so a little bit of hair there on the side peeking out from his hat. And like I said, I'm going to make this Santa orange. Alright. I'm getting a little bit low on fill-in color, the regular, so I'm going to use green here. We haven't been using a lot of green to fill in to give him that thickness. So it flips nice and easy, and so that it's actually something to eat. Jakey, what are you watching? Elves? Reindeer?
Yes, with the reindeer.
Elves with the reindeers. What did the elves get the reindeers to do? Alright. So we'll see what that Santa Claus looks like in a little bit there. Now, these guys, those are done. Alright, Jakey, come here, bring me your plate. Come on over here. Alright. So, we got our plate.
I think I did real good. Who else will you cook it? Santa Claus head.
Oh, the Spider Captain Hulk.
I'm making a Santa Claus head.
I did make a Santa Claus head. We'll see what happens when it flips over. Where's Skippy Dimple Dot? Let's see. Let's see if we can make a Skippy Dimple Dot. Alright, so Skippy. Alright. He's kind of got. What kind of hat do we have here? Got a little. You got a Captain Spider Hulk, I know.
Spider.
So he's gonna have a red poof, triangle hat. He's gonna have that big waft of hair. Kind of Elvis-y. Bring down that. And of course, elves, we got those pointed ears. Make toys and prosper. And then it looks like he's kind of got a wider face there, almost like a Hershey Kiss. Is that why you wanted to name your baby sister Ham? Because it's your favorite sandwich? There's big eyes. And he's kind of got like a little round button nose. And of course that big smile, because Skippy's always happy. He's in a house where luckily the boy has to watch is usually on his best behavior. Usually. Alright. Well, I feel like Skippy turned out pretty well there. Let's go ahead and give Skippy those blue dotted eyes like I was talking about. You'll see the difference. There we go. And we haven't used purple a whole lot, so let's give Skippy Dimple Dot a purple outline. Ooh. And just as soon as I started that, I was thinking, well, I should have given him purple hair. Maybe we'll give him orange hair. No, make his skin orange. What color hair should he have? What color hair should Skippy Dimple Dot have, you think? Brown? I don't have brown, though.
You make brown.
Well, it's a little bit late to be making colors. You gotta make all the colors on the front end.
I think he should have blue hair.
Blue hair? Oh no!
What?
I squeezed a little bit of orange in his eye. And we're going to see if we can do some toothpick surgery to recover from that. So I really want those eyes to have the white in them.
Are you going to make his whole body?
No, because I made his face really big.
Why?
Alright, so you can see here we're just kind of scooping out that orange. Alright. I'm going to fill that in with the white like I wanted. I guess next time it'd probably be easier to fill in your detailed stuff before going with the big color. So that way if you get a little overzealous with your fill-in, you don't run over your details. Skippy's got that green hat.
Green hat with a red dot on it.
Green hat with a red dot on it.
Look at his head.
And there's his red dot. We haven't been using as much red as I thought either. I feel like I should be saying like and subscribe or something. So I'm used to watching those Kids City videos. There we go, filling it up, giving us something to eat. And a little bit of heft to flip it over. Santa Claus is getting some nice bubbles there. I'll move the camera, but I literally have it duct taped to a high top chair to do this. Expect the best.
Daddy, I want a different outfit.
A different elk video?
One other one.
Alright, let's see if we can figure it out.
No superheroes today.
No superheroes today.
Normal?
Depends on how good you are.
Ow.
Yeah, I didn't really get it. Here, which one do you want? Which one? Alright. guess I should have gotten more white though, so I could have done some snowflakes and stuff. What else can we make? We got an elf. We got a Santa. I didn't get brown for a reindeer. I guess we could make a red reindeer.
Red reindeer.
Or should I make an Iron Man? We haven't made an Iron Man this morning.
No, a red reindeer.
A red reindeer. Okay, let me think. Where's your reindeer?
Vixen?
Yeah, where's Vixen?
Downstairs in my room.
Can you bring him up here so I can see him?
Going to get Vixen.
Going to get Vixen. Okay, walk slow. Hold the railing.
Vixen.
Hold the railing. Walk slow. A big cheese smile. And so you can see how long this takes. So make sure that you set the proper expectations. Because like I said, this is usually like a 2-hour thing. So get started early. And don't let the process make you impatient with flipping these things. Let's see what Vixen looks like. Is he gonna fly over here?
Well, he's been flying. Vixen is going to fly into your head.
Whoa! He's a magical reindeer. Alright. So there's our reindeer. Vixen. Well, you gotta select your next video. Let's see. Mr. Vixen. I'll make sure we get your antlers in there, huh?
I can't really see the color.
Yeah, you need it brighter.
Yeah.
Screen brightness. Here you go. How about that? Siri did what I wanted. Alright, so our elf is full. Bubbles, let you know that you're getting close. The iPad can talk. Siri is on there. Sometimes it does what you want it to do.
Sometimes it doesn't.
A lot of times it doesn't. At least in my humble experience. That's why Android's better. Okay, Google works much more consistently. So once, again, what we're looking for, you got these little bubble holes popping up. And you want to make sure that it's kind of, you can run that over there without really getting anything. So it's kind of cooking through to the top too. And that kind of gives you some indication of what it looks like underneath. Now, another reason why you want to thicken it up is you can see here where I didn't get all the way to the edge. It's getting really crispy on that little outline. And so that's going to break off easier. He's getting real close, bud. Getting real close. And the camera's not picking it up, but in these little bubbles you can also see, if you look down, sometimes you get a good indication of how it's going through. So, as I'm looking through Santa here, his hat is kind of the area that isn't whole, if you will. So I'm going to make sure that that is ready to flip nice and easily. So that came off. And again, just a nice smooth all the way through and flip. And there's our Santa Claus. Looks a little scary from your angle, not too bad from mine. And let's see, Skippy Dimple Dot. Boom. What do we think? Does that look like Skippy Dimple Dot? I think so. Not too bad. The orange color worked out pretty well. So the temperature again that I've got it set at now is probably about 250, 250, 275 maybe. Might be a little high. You might want to aim for more like a 250 mark. So once we flip them, you can kind of see them a little better there. So there's a Santa Claus. Just about, bud. All right. And while those are finishing on the other side, we've got the other end of the griddle ready, so you can move on to your next one. All right, so reindeer ought to have a big round nose. And then I guess it kind of goes up from there. Circle here. This is what I think a reindeer would probably look like. And let's give this reindeer some blue eyes. Dab it in the circle there, let that fill in where it wants to. And then, let's see here, of course, we're going to get ears. And let's see here, what are these antlers going to look like? Not bad. Alright, so we're going to give him a red nose. He's that most famous reindeer of all. And it looks like this guy's got white around the mouth. And you wanted a red reindeer or an orange reindeer?
Red reindeer.
Red reindeer it is.
Skippy Dimple Dot.
Just about, yeah. Once I fill in this reindeer, I'll give you Skippy Dimple Dot. I'm going to give the reindeer purple horns.
So can it please be all red?
All red?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be boring if it was all red, don't you think? I mean, he's mostly red.
A reindeer?
Mm-hmm.
Where's red?
¿Qué pasó?
Where's red on him?
Where's red on him? A lot of places. Make the background of his eyes orange. He's already got that yellow face or some white fur on his face going on. And red. And then a little bit of a blue outline. outline to make it. Oh. All right, bring me that plate and I'll give you the Skippy Dimple Dot and the Santa Claus.
The reindeer.
Reindeer's coming. He's cooking. All right, so first of all, Santa Claus, what do you think?
4.
Was it good? And Skippy Dibble Dot. Good?
Mm-hmm.
You love him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
Why does Skippy that have purple hair?
He has blue hair. I didn't have brown. And let's see. Iron Man's a usual favorite. Let's go ahead and do an Iron Man face real quick. So give those Iron Man eyes. And then start inside, come around, straight across, down and around again. Start with a line here in the middle and then go up. That line then comes down and out. There's kind of like a cheekbone area. And then swoop that inside up. There's your mouth area and swoop again. Then make sure you give a nice square on the top. Okay, let's get a little line there, line there. All right, little toothpick surgery. Okay. So there's Iron Man. Give him that outline to make the contrast there. This is sky blue of this pack that I got. It's nice and bright. All right. Actually, we got orange this time, so that'll be closer to gold. Alright. And then hot red, red. It's usually around this point where he's losing interest because we've had every kind of pancake we can make, and he's getting full. He's getting ready to play. So normally I've got a lot of leftover batter. And I see. That's pretty good. And I'll just start writing name pancakes and stuff like that because throughout the week he'll want pancakes. And it's easy just to save them, freeze them, hit them for 30 seconds in the microwave. It does.
But the pancakes in my belly, but he said he made his face look like this.
You think so?
Yeah, I painted it. And I even painted the tail blue.
You painted it?
Yeah, blue.
Love it.
Look,
Love that.
look at it.
Let's see, it looks great. You want to come over here and show everybody? Here, stand to right. Yep. Alright. So this is Skippy Dimple Dot. Alright, hold him right here. And what are we doing with him? Is that his face?
Yeah.
And then what are you doing?
I ripped it. Ripped his face off.
Oh, wow. Okay. That went a different direction.
Ripped his face off.
Well, should you put it back on him now? Because I would like to have my face on me. I promise he's not an actual serial killer.
I have to put back on.
There you go. Look over here. Put it right here. So this is what he'll do with the faces. Here. Now put his face over him. He'll come and pretend stuff like that. What if you had a Skippy Dimple Dot face? What would that look like? Oh. So silly.
What if I had a Santa Claus face?
I don't know. Then I'd want presents from you. Ooh. All right, here you go. Let's see. I see. All right, let's see what this reindeer looks like. So the parts that are sticking out, the antlers are kind of separate from the rest of the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and break those free first. So that way when we get a nice smooth and a flip. Well, he looks more like a pink panther.
Can I see?
But, you know.
Can I see, Daddy?
Yeah.
Can I see?
Come here. Oh.
Pink panther.
It's a reindeer, panther.
That's not a reindeer.
It's my first go at a reindeer.
It doesn't even look like a reindeer.
It looks a little bit like a reindeer.
Can I take Vixen now?
You can take Vixen now. Thank you. And there's some trial and error to it. Definitely looks like more of a cat. Yeah. A cat. Oh well. We'll try again. But anyway, now that we're closing in on almost an hour of this, I think you catch the drift. If you've made it this far, go find something better to do. But now you've seen how pancakes are made. Merry Christmas.